Hope you're all well. So this video is purely for a stretch and a relax, so great if you've been kind of sitting down for a long period of time, maybe working from home, or you're just kind of lounging around the house and need to do something just to get the body moving. So it's nothing strenuous, it's nothing that's going to hopefully put you out, it's just something to get the body moving and just to stretch out some of our muscles that do get quite tense and tight when we are sitting or looking at our phone, which I'm sure we're all guilty of doing at the moment. So we're just going to start on the mat. I'm going to sit nice and tall. So I want you to feel your sits bones underneath you and feel that you draw those ribs back towards your spine, and then bring your chin in a little bit just so you feel a nice length in the back of the neck. And we're going to close our eyes down. So up to you where you want your hands, if you just want them resting in your lap or if you want them on your knees, entirely up to you. And just give yourself just a little moment just to breathe here. In and out. And again, breathing in and out. So putting aside anything that might be on the mind at the moment, leaving it at the door, knowing that you can come back to it later, just to give yourself now 15 minutes purely just for you. So breathing in and breathing out. And again, breathing in and breathing out. Slowly opening up the eyes, allowing the light in. Fab. Okay, so we're going to start with our neck. So we're going to take our right ear towards our right shoulder. So option here to make it a little bit deeper is to place the hand on top of the head, and we just pull down gently into the head here. And then we can also add in this stretch out with the arm. Take a breath in, and then on our exhale we're going to start to look towards our legs, so our right leg, and we'll feel a deeper stretch down the back of the neck. Keep breathing, relaxing, and then allow that hand to come back down and head comes back to the middle. So we're going to go to the other side. So we bring the left ear to the left shoulder. Again, remembering that we're sitting up nice and tall, so we don't want to slouch in this position. Then we add that hand just to give a little bit of extra weight. Makes the stretch a little bit deeper. And then if we want more, we reach this right hand out towards the side. Remembering to keep the breath flowing. We'll do one more breath. And then we turn the head, tilting the eyes to look down towards the left leg, and then we get a nice deep stretch down the back of the neck. Bringing the head back to the middle, and hand comes down. So we're just going to take a little arch back. So we're going to bring the chest up towards the ceiling. So feel like you're trying to get the chest up, little upper back bend. And then we're going to bring it back to the middle and just lower the head down. So you really feel that stretch all the way down the vertebra. So I can feel that all the way down my back. And we're going to do that again. So we bring the head up, draw the chest through, looking up. And then bringing it all the way back down again. So remember, we bring the spine in line, and we tilt the head down, and we get this beautiful stretch down the side of our body. Nice. So we're going to reach the hands out towards the side of the room, turn the palms away, and then we're going to try and grab our hands behind our back. So really pulling those shoulders back, so we feel this across the chest. It's a really nice stretch. Pushing the hands away from you, so your fingers are clasped together, which makes the stretch a little deeper. And then we're going to bring the hands back round. stretching and reaching. We clasp the hands in front this time. And now we're going to push the hands away, and we're going to do a little kind of bend in the back. So feel like you're pushing back into the shoulder blades. Keeping the breath flowing. And then we open the hands. Let's repeat it again. So hands behind us. Pressing those hands out behind us, opening up the shoulders. Releasing those hands gently, bring the arms around, interlace the fingers, push the hands away, push into the shoulders. Tuck the head in slightly. Great, and then bring the hands back down. So we're going to do a nice side bend over to the right. So really important we keep our hips down on the mat here to get the maximum of this stretch. So reach your left hand out nice and long. Keep reaching, 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 and then we're going to take it all the way over to the right. So you can place your forearm of the right arm down on the mat, keeping your hips still. So basically we don't want to lean like this because we won't get the stretch that we're after. We don't want teapotting hands, we want stretching, lengthening all the way through them. Good. Keep that length as we bring the body up. And we're just going to take it over to the other side. So again, mindful of keeping the hips where they are, reaching the fingertips up to the front. Good. Bring it all the way up, and we'll just do one more each side, so nice and easy, flowing movement. And when we're in this position, just be mindful we keep our ribs in, so we're not poking the ribs out. Bring it back up and onto the other side. Then bring it back up. So we're going to do a forward kind of roll down, but in a seated position. So take your legs out in front. If that's a really uncomfortable position, maybe sit on a few pillows or a block if you've got one. It just makes it a little bit nicer on your hamstrings. So you go with what you need to do. So sitting up like this, we're just going to keep our hands out in front, take an inhale here, and on the exhale, chin towards your chest and start to draw the body all the way down. And then we're going to reach even, the hands out nice and long. Take a breath in here. And then exhale, we're going to stack it all the way back up. So I want you to feel that you're drawing into your core as you bring the body up bone by bone. Do that again. So inhale and then exhale, chin towards the chest. And we're really just trying to get movement in the spine. So this isn't like our normal spine stretch forward that we do in class. This is slightly different. We're just trying to get movement in the spine. Bringing that all the way back up. And let's do one more. So inhale and then exhale, chin to chest. Reaching all the way down. Nice. Bring it all the way back up. You're going to reach the hands up and over our head, clasping the hands. Then we're going to twist the body over to our right foot, and then we're going to go all the way down just to get a little stretch down in that hamstring. So just go as far as you need. If you need to bend that knee in a little bit, that's also fine. We're just trying to lengthen out the leg and feel a little stretch down there. So you just go as far as you want to go to today. And then we're going to take our right hand into the inside of the foot, and we're just going to twist, reaching towards the side. So just get a nice stretch here down the leg and through the side of the body. Yeah. And bring it all the way up. Both hands above the head. Press the hands away. We're going to twist, and then we're going to lower all the way down. So again, remembering just to be mindful of how your body's feeling today. And each side is completely different as well. So just enjoy the stretch, don't force it. And then we hold to the inside and we reach over. And then bring that all the way up. And then we're going to bring our legs round, and we're going to bring ourselves to a 4-point kneeling position. So we want our hands underneath our shoulders and we want our knees underneath our hips. So in a nice kind of square box position. So I'm just going to do a few cat-cows. So we're going to inhale, pushing the floor away, bringing yourself into a nice arch. And then exhale, we're going to bring the chest through, tilting the pelvis down. And then we come all the way back up. So really feel like you're pushing the floor away. It's going to get you a deeper stretch in between your shoulders as you do this position. Coming all the way back up. And then bring it back to neutral. So thread the needle, you're going to take the right hand and you're going to draw it all the way underneath and placing your head on the mat. So to get a deeper stretch, we're going to press slightly into our left hand, rolling over a little bit onto that right shoulder, just going to feel it a little bit more intensely. If you don't want that today, you don't need to do that. Just enjoy the stretch for what it is. Trying to keep the hips and the knees and the feet all in the same position. Take a breath in, and then on your exhale, bring yourself back up. And then we're going to go to the other side. So all the way down. Just enjoying it here. And again, you can press in a little bit deeper into your right hand, which pushes us back a little bit more onto the left shoulder, which is going to give us a bigger and deeper stretch. Nice. And then bring it back up here. So just bring your toes together. I'm going to take our knees out so they're the width of your mat, or if you haven't got a mat, just want to be further out than your hips. And we're just going to sink ourselves down just for a nice child's pose position here. So forehead down on the mat, hands reaching out, and just enjoying this moment here. So it's an active rest. Feel that we breathe up into our ribs, and then out we scoop up our bellies. Reach those fingertips a little bit further forward, and again breathing in and exhale. And again breathing all the way in and exhale. Nice. Okay, so we're going to come up now. Brilliant. So we're going to bring our knees together. Well, not knees, sorry, we're not doing that at all. We're going to bring our knees so they're hip distance, and we're just going to bring our right leg forward. So bringing the foot forward here. So we want to make sure that the knee isn't going over the toes. So just check in just to make sure that that isn't the case. So here we're just trying to open up our hip flexor a little bit more, okay? So allow the body just to sink into this position, keeping the hands on the knee if you want, or if you want to make it a little bit more intense, you can take the hands up towards the ceiling and just allow the body to just sink down in this position. We're going to hold this for a few breaths, okay? Again, if this gets too intense, just take yourself out of the position in a gentle way so you don't damage your body. Energy through the fingertips. Nice. Okay, so a little challenge if you want to. We're going to bend the knee and we're going to reach round, holding onto the foot just to give that thigh, oops, she says, give your thigh a little bit of a stretch. That's it. Better. And you can look behind you if you want. You can take your hand out, challenge your balance. Have a nice breath in. And then we're going to lower that foot down. Hands come down to the mat and just bring that foot back behind you. And then we're going to do the other side. So bring that left foot in front. Again, mindful that your knee doesn't go in front of the toes. Okay, making sure our hips are facing forward. We're just allowing ourselves just to sink in this position a little bit. So again, just listen to your body. Each side will be different. And you just want to follow what your body is telling you to do. So again, if you want the challenge bit here, making it a little bit more intense, we reach the hands up towards the ceiling. Fingers apart, energy coming out through the fingers. And just enjoying this. And again, you can back off if you need to. Okay, so we'll add in our extra challenge. So we'll bend that foot up towards the glute. We hold on to the foot, and we can either keep our hands on our knee or we can stretch it out, and we can turn around to look at the back. Obviously, the more you bring your foot in, the deeper the stretch it's going to be. So entirely up to you what you want to do. Lovely. And then you're going to lower that foot down, and then you're going to bring that foot back in. And then we're going to swing the legs around. We're going to lower ourselves down to the floor. So just bring yourself down, however is easiest for you today. So we want our feet hip width apart. Hips want to be nice and neutral. So that's our 2 hip bones on our pubic bone, and a nice kind of level plain ground there. So imagine a glass of water. We don't want it to swish anywhere, keeping it nice and still and balanced. We're going to draw our arms up in front of our eyes, so our hands are right in front of us. Inhale, reach the hands up towards the ceiling, drawing your shoulders off your mat, and then bringing them all the way back down. Feels lovely. Reaching all the way up. Exhale, bring them down. Feel the shoulders opening and widening. Get an inhale. And exhale. And again, inhale. And exhale. One more. Inhale. And exhale. Nice. So just draw your arms down. I'm going to bring both legs in. And we're just going to take a gentle rock from side to side. This is a great one if you have any kind of lower back problems. I always find this really helps me. Just kind of release any kind of unwanted tension that I might kind of build up throughout my day. So as a person that's suffered with bad backs, I recommend it. Okay, so staying with our knees bent, we're now going to take the right knee over our body. So we're going to draw the knees over to the left, and our left hand is going to be placed on the right knee. So just a little bit of pressure there, just to get a little bit more of a stretch down the spine. And then we're going to extend our right hand out towards the side, and we're going to have a nice little look down there. So just twisting out the spine. Looking down the arm. And then bring that back into the middle. And we're going to go on the other side. So we're going to take our knees over to the right. Our right hand now on the left leg. Little crack there. And then looking down that arm. You can smile if you want to as well. So really trying to keep our shoulders down on the mat. Just to encourage a deeper twist in the spine. Okay. And then we're going to bring the knees back up. And then we're going to draw the body onto its side. So all the way over. And then place our hands out in front of us. So we want to keep our nose and our eyes in line with our thumb that's on the top. Okay? So we're going to inhale. And then on our exhale, we're going to open all the way out. So we're keeping the shoulders on the floor. And we're twisting as far as we can go. So as soon as the connection of the nose and the eyes is lost from that thumb, we want to stop. And then we're going to bring that all the way back in. So allow your head to be nice and heavy on your mat also. I'm going to treat it as a little massage for the head. So opening it all the way out. Allow the body to almost feel like it's falling and melting down into the floor. Yeah. All the way back. Good. We'll just do one more. Reaching the hands, reaching the fingertips all the way over. Bringing it all the way back in. And then we're going to turn over and do it on the other side. So, switching yourselves over. Sit, knees in, arms reaching out, head's nice and heavy. So again, we've got our nose and our eyes on the top thumb. And then we're going to draw that hand all the way over, opening it out, getting a nice stretch in the spine, bringing it all the way back round. And again, reaching up, all the way out. I'll bring it all the way back in. We've got one more. Head nice and heavy on the mat, treat it as a massage. All the way open. Let me bring it all the way back in. Okay. And from here, we're just going to lie down on our backs. So entirely up to you. If you want to take your legs out nice and long, you can do. If you do have any back issues, then I suggest keeping your feet up and just allowing the knees just to kind of hold each other up. Placing the hands out by the sides. And so again, up to you. You can have your palms up towards the ceiling, which I find a little bit more relaxing, or you can have the palm down on the floor. So decide what feels more comfortable to you. And then we're just going to close our eyes. And I want you just to bring your awareness back to your breath that we started right at the beginning. So we're breathing in towards the ribs. Exhale. Feel the body sinking into your mat. So keep breathing in a nice, relaxed way. And allowing your exhale to make you fall deeper into your mat. To try and lose any tension in the body. If you feel any gripping anywhere, just try and let it go. Allow your face to be relaxed. Maybe opening up the jaw, just relaxing the face. Now what we're going to do is on our breath, we're going to be sending the breath to different parts of our body. So we're going to do a body scan with our breath. So we're going to breathe in, exhale. Now as you breathe in, feel the oxygen go towards your feet. Exhale out, towards the legs, towards the hips, towards the torso, towards the arms, towards the head, and towards the heart. Just allow the body to be nice and heavy, nice and still. Feeling the floor holding the body up. Take an inhale. And on your exhale, rolling over onto a side that's comfortable for you. And then slowly, when you're ready, pushing yourselves up to return back into a nice seated position. Just be careful because we have been sitting down for a little while, just making sure that we're not dizzy. And then bringing ourselves back into this tall seated position, so eyes can still be closed. And then we're going to place the palms of the hands over the eyes, opening the eyes, just allowing the light gently back into our focus, and then hands falling down. So hopefully that's made you feel a little bit more kind of relaxed, less stiff. You feel like you can conquer anything now. I hope it helps. Let me know if there's anything else that you want to try, and we can try together. Have a lovely rest of your day, and hopefully see you soon. Take care, guys.